What's going on, Jabroskis? You space nerds? Man, it has been a long time since we had a SpaceX live stream on this channel, bro. I don't know if I can do this. It's been too long. I forget how. I forget how to talk to myself. I'm just kidding. I know how to talk to myself perfectly well. Somebody's got to. The lawyer wife ain't. Let's see if I can remember what we do first. We got to muster up. Where you from? What you munching on? Got my eccentric mug. If you got one, raise yours up. Cheers to shoots, brah. That's why we're all here, right? That's why I'm here. That's all that matters. I know John Randolph is in the chat. Starbase Local. What's up, John? Maybe Lab Padre will stop by as well. Thank you, mods, for modding. We got Alex, Gucci Pilot. Kevin wearing pants tonight. That's for me to know and you never to find out because I'm not standing up. Hans is back. What's going on, Hans? Timothy Key from Oregon. Apache from Kansas and Sketty. Sketty at this hour? Now, maybe you're on the West Coast, then it's okay. Hey, Tad. Tad is from Chillicothe, Ohio, just a couple hours from where I'm at. Of course, I'm coming to you from Central Ohio. Feathers and Spikes, Las Vegas, and Canada. And a can of black beans. Bold move. We got another Oregon. Bama. Earth. Welcome to Earth. John Smith, love you. Go for Splashdown. Kentucky, Panama City. Oh, no, that's Park City. Panama City. I would love to go on vacation right now to Florida. I need to get out. I haven't been away from the house in a long time. We got a super chat already. Thank you, Dime Z Recon B4. That initial intro always gives me the bumps. Oh yeah, the bumps. Second is good, but the OGs, Armstrong and Young, get me fired up. Heck yeah, man. Old school boys is where it's at. Obviously, we have the live stream going. This is SpaceX's live stream. If you click on the settings and go to quality, for some reason, my internet's being funky tonight. 720 is the highest you can get it, at least at 60 frames per second. Thanks to them sharing the stream with the NASA boys. Usually SpaceX does their 4K stuff. We'll get to that here in a second. Gucci Pilot, let's go. Kevin, exclamation point. Have a great show. Hope to see the fur babies. Yeah, I know. I would love to have them on the show tonight, but 9:30 has been their bedtime lately. It's freaking hilarious. When we rescued Pipiopi, we found out that 9:30 is his bedtime. He's out, and then Kunu Bear has kind of adopted that time schedule, I guess. So thank you, Gooch. Thank you, Dimesy Recon, for your tips. Alex, 3 months away from that 2-year badge. Been amazing all the time. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate your continued loyalty, brah. Hope you're enjoying that polo shirt, by the way. Okay, so let's talk about this mission, why we're all here. Crew-2. We weren't sure if Crew-2 is going to come back before Crew-3 takes off. We'll talk about Crew-3 here in a second. We just got word from SpaceX on Twitter about 10 minutes ago that Dragon's nose cone has been closed. Splashdown, they're aiming for about 10:30, just after 10:30 p.m. local time, Eastern time. Let me switch over to screen 2 right quick. And switch. Ha ha, magic. SpaceX.com/launches. Scroll on down, meow. Get the synopsis. You can find that in our video description. Here are the boys and the gal who's coming home. Mission timeline, this is what we're looking for. So their journey began about noon. That's when they closed their hatch. Hope they weren't claustrophobic. Hope they're not afraid of small spaces because they want to make great astronauts because they were in there for a couple hours before they even undocked from the space station, yo. They've been at it for a few hours now. See, we just had nose cone closure. Next will be drogue parachutes deploy, and that's why we started streaming when we did, because it's all about the shoots, brah. even the drogue chutes. Drogue chutes / pilot chutes. SpaceX utilizes one for both. We got the dollar tips. Just keep rolling in. Let's go back to the stream really quick. Zoink. As long as they are the fun kind of bumps. Thank you, RS, for the $4.99. Are you out of your mind? Keith Mabe. Here's a familiar face. Keith Mabe is a contributor and a regular on my Telegram account. It's where you can find me if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news when I'm not doing my SpaceX in the news. Keep on keeping on, fighting the good fight. Fighting's what it's all about, right? It's all about the fight. We do what we got to do to keep this country going, keep this program going. A lot of people don't want it to succeed. Thank you, Keith. Eddie Jenkins, $5. Remove your hat. Never seen you without a hat before. Oh, I think I've not worn a hat a few times in the past. It's been a while, though. It's going to cost you more than $5, although it is appreciated. How about this? How about this, Eddie? January. Next year, I will stop wearing the hat, all right? At least most of the time. I do like wearing this hat. It's worn in. It's nice and grungy now from all the sweat and dirt for as long as I've been wearing it in front of these blazing lights. But we'll do some changes next year come January, and I'll start wearing the hat less. How about that? I've been growing my hair out over the last couple of months. I got to make sure it looks at least halfway decent. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What else we got going on in the chat? Eric Beavers, what's up, Captain? Eric, you're not an admiral yet? Eric, what's up with that? You'll get there. Figure you would be by now. Made it just in time. Eric with the good timing. Thank you again, Eddie. I'm glad I could compromise with you. Gooch, lawyer wife bought him Rogaine. Yeah, Rogaine only works in the back. I need Rogaine for the front. My forehead keeps growing. Yeah, I think the last, I did have I did have Mohawk days there for a while. I think that was when we were switching over from Cloud Liquor to Space Eccentric. I even did the Mohawk wig. Do you remember the rainbow Mohawk wig my mama bought for me? I forgot all about that till just now. Jamie Lauzon, I apologize if I butchered your Canadian last name. I like a little picture too of the leaf with the put on a torque bra. It'll go with that Canadian grade beard. I am growing the beard out. I think my record for not shaving is like 4 months, maybe. I think I'm almost at 3 or 4 months right now. I don't think I'm gonna touch it until at least around Christmas time. I want to see how long I can get this thing. I actually bought beard oil and beard palm for the first time. I tried using it once. I never used it before because I want to see if I can like get it to do some awesome shapes. but my beard hasn't been like trained, I guess, so I can't get it to cooperate. But I'm working on it. Should give my beard like a mohawk or something. That would just be a goatee, all right? Then a faux hawk beard. Jacob 405. How much for a quick flash of that bro dome? Oh man, you guys think I'm cheap or something? Just throwing out the $5 and the $20. Let's see how far we can take this. Tell you what, $1,000, and I will flash the bro dome. All right. Otherwise, you have to wait for January. $1,000. And tell you what, if you donate $1,000, I'll give it all to charity. How about that? Who's got it in them? It has to be one person though. One person has to donate to $1,000. Right? Trust me, my hair is long right now and it looks like crap. I'm not in a hurry to flash it. All right, but I'll do it for $1,000 to charity. What charity? We'll do 500 for. We'll do 500 for Wings of Rescue, which is my favorite charity that rescues. I don't even know why I'm saying this. Nobody's gonna do it. All right, I would be shocked if someone did, but just in case. $500 towards Wings of Rescue that rescues animals when like dire situations like hurricanes or whatever, and the other 500 will go towards St. Jude's. All right, just in case someone out there is rich and bored and just wants to embarrass me. Renee Haymeyer, thank you, Mom. Mom's in the chat. I got to behave myself. What's up, Houston? Brett from Houston. Jamie again with $5. Oh, yeah, a typo. I was wondering what the torque was about, but I got it. Don't worry. It's Canadian for cap, right? Thanks again, Jamie. So check out SpaceX's new digs, yo. Well, it's not really a new dig. They just refurbished. Because I remember, it's been a while, but I remember the desk setup that they had before for their computers. That was like falling apart and people were pointing it out. Like here you have this $1 billion+ company and they can't even have decent tables, but it's looking pretty good. It looks like they made some good use out of their downtime, their lack of launches. Pretty sweet. Some familiar faces. I gotta learn this guy's name. We're seeing him often enough. He's like he's becoming the regular host now. Pronounced Took. What do we call it? In the Navy, we had a different term for cap. A head toboggan. It's an inside joke. I wish I had time to explain it to you, but we'll just forget about it and talk about something else. Wounded Warriors. You know, I haven't donated to Wounded Warriors for years now because the lawyer wife and I did used to donate to them. Then they had this like scandal where they found out that it got released that their CEO or whatever was making close to $1 million a year. I don't know. Not all the money was going to Wounded Warriors, but maybe they've changed since then. I'm sure they probably have. A lot of good charities out there. Everybody has their go-to charities. But you got to be careful, though. You got to make sure the charities you donate to use your money wisely. Dixie Cup. Yep, Michael. The old Dixie Cup. We called our black, like, snow cap, beanie caps head toboggans. I think I still have my Dixie Cup somewhere. I just don't know where. The Gucci pilot. It ain't $500, but I'm down for donating for animal or rescue. I can't read tonight. Rescue animals. P.S. Where's my rocket vid? Oh my gosh, you remember that? The rockets are still in the closet, Gooch. It would have been good timing to launch them this fall since I couldn't get up in the air with the paramotor. To be honest, I forgot that I have my rockets. They've been sitting in the corner collecting dust for so long. That's very generous of you, Gucci Pilot. You know, I'm still gonna donate your 100 to Wings of Rescue. Okay. Gooch is a big fan of the pups. Disabled Park Hopper's back. What's up, Admiral? Dragon has entered the loss of signal window, says Mod Justin. Checking Twitter really quick, see what SpaceX is saying. I guess we could turn the volume up on their stream since we're getting close. About 10 minutes.
The spacecraft itself and confirmation of the next sequence of automatic events, which are the deployment of the parachutes.
Let me know if I need to turn up their volume. It's been a while.
It easier for the WB-57 to spot the hot thing. It is excess of 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so it should be able to spot it in the sky. There should be nothing else like it at this time. We're, again, a couple minutes away from starting to exit that phase where we're seeing a lot of plasma, and so we are expecting pings from Dragon or ground to try to get that acquisition of signal.
All right, so while we're waiting for that, there's something else I want to talk about really quick. Surprise, surprise. It's just one of those weeks, I guess. We have this huge, long drought of SpaceX launches, and now we might have 2 plus this splashdown tonight. So looks like we have the Crew-3 launch is now scheduled for November 10th at 9:03 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll stream for that, which is Wednesday night, right? Yeah, Wednesday night. And then we have a Starlink mission, apparently, for November 12th. Friday morning at 7:30. I try to do that one as well, but Thursdays and Fridays are pretty busy days for me with the SpaceX and the News episode, but we'll see if we can do that Friday morning live stream too. All right. So mark your calendars, people. It's going to be a busy week. And then for those of you who are subscribers of Cloud Liquor, I'll be dropping a video on Cloud Liquor tomorrow about the Durham arrests. Justice being served. Is he just staring him down? What's going on there? Matt Miller's back.
Really,
cheers to you, bro.
We are expecting anticipated acquisition of signal to reconnect that communications line between the spacecraft and the folks here on the ground at Earth.
From this moment in time, about a minute left in the anticipated period. Again, it's not an exact science. There might be some variation. We might hear from them early. We might hear from them late. It just depends on a couple of different factors. But we're all eagerly at the edge of our seats right now, just standing by, waiting to hear from the crew. So far, things looking good. And we'll continue to track it as we enter the final moments of this blackout period.
I hope we get to see some video, even though it's dark out. See some streakage. I doubt we'll get to see much shoot action. There we go. There's your streakage. We're going streaking.
The first views of Crew Dragon. Look at that tail. That's the 3,500 degrees.
Yes.
Look for the hot thing, right?
It is the hottest thing in the sky right now. That is such a, it's literally lighting up the
Endeavour,
sky.
SpaceX, come check.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hey, John, Starlink launch is resuming.
And Dragon,
absolutely.
we expect automated parachute deployment, and we have you on visual.
Automated shoots.
Wonderful to hear from the crew on the other side of the blackout period. The WB-57 high-altitude aircraft providing that thermal imaging. We saw the tail of the entry of the vehicle itself. Absolutely
Dragon,
beautiful.
GPS converge. Expect nominal altitude for drogues.
Copy GPS, nominal altitude.
So again, nominal altitude for drogue deployment, that happens at about 18,000 feet. Again, good news after good news, Gary. Things are looking great for Crew-2 return.
I am loving this flight. That altitude expected 1 minute from now.
Come on, shoots, bro. Let's do it. Bring them back safely. Yes, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans watching. Thursday, November 11th, Veterans Day.
Right as anticipated, Andy.
Dragon, brace for drogue window.
Do it.
We're braced.
The thermal imaging system on board the WB-57 is getting us great views of the capsule, but should give us equally good views of the drogue deployment, expected seconds from now.
Heck yeah, man. Give us them views. Pop them drogues.
The capsule is traveling about 350 miles an hour, and the drogue chute's job is to slow it down to about 120.
We're losing them. There we go.
Drogues deployed. Confirmation. That'll slow us down from 350 miles an hour
Yeah,
to
there you can see
120 miles an hour.
They're the black things right there. You can barely make them out.
Drogues, descent rate nominal.
They look so tiny.
Copy, great news.
So drogues slow down the capsule, and then they also stabilize the
The
capsule.
main chutes are going to come out. There are 4
So you don't want to
of them,
deploy the main
and they
chutes
deploy
going
at
too
about
fast with such a
6,500
heavy
feet.
load because you
Oh,
could
Gary,
shred
look
them.
at this. This is an excellent view of the drogue parachutes.
Nice! Oh, look at that porn.
Main chute deployed.
Science porn.
We'll wait for confirmation of 4 healthy mains.
Even stuttery, it's like 4 frames a minute. It still looks awesome. Looks like we got a collapsed one. Is it going to inflate or not?
Dragon, visual on 4 healthy mains, descent rate nominal.
Well, he said 4 healthy. Yep, there we go. Just had to catch up.
Copy, great news, 1,000 meters.
We copy 1,000.
The other chutes took all the good wind, bro.
You really can't ask for anything better. We got confirmation of, you heard on the loops there, 4 healthy mains. Descent rate is nominal. That means we are expecting splashdown 3 minutes from now.
It's hard to tell if it's fully inflated. It doesn't look fully inflated. It looks like maybe a reef line stuck or something. It looked partially collapsed.
Visually, you can see one of the mains taking slightly longer to
800
inflate.
meters.
But
There
the
we go.
teams are tracking that as a nominal inflation rate, and the descent rate is as expected. We do have 4 healthy mains, and we are expecting an on-time splashdown.
They don't need 4. They'll be perfectly safe with 3. So it's not a huge deal.
600 meters.
We copy 6.
That chute looks like Tiny Tim. That's kind of funny, actually. There we go. Yep. Looking good, man.
600 meters. This is a better shot of those 4 healthy main parachutes attached to the Dragon spacecraft Endeavour as it continues to descend.
I love that infrared shot, dude. It's beautiful.
The rate is as expected, 400 meters from splashdown.
If I was a superhero, my first superpower would be to fly. My second one would to
300
have
meters.
infrared vision, because lawyer wife says I'm a pervert.
200 meters, braced.
We copy 200 embracing.
Standing by for confirmation of splashdown.
My superhero power is just going to be to deploy parachutes whenever I want. They deploy these chutes pretty low, man, at like 5,000 feet. MSL, it's pretty low for a capsule.
SpaceX sees Splashdown and mains release.
Copy, we heard the main.
Eric, thank you so much.
On behalf of SpaceX, welcome home to planet Earth.
You and Gooch are the big spenders tonight. Another win for the good guys. Video quality from SpaceX is the best.
To be back to planet Earth. Thanks to NASA and JAXA teams. It was an honor to represent you and work with your family. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Man.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:33 p.m. Pacific, 10:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4 astronauts of Crew-2, Shane Kimbrough, McArthur, Akihiko Hoshide, and Thomas Pesquet now safely returned to Earth. Confirmation that the main parachutes have been cut, and you can see from the thermal imaging camera.
They're just bobbing there. Just bobbing there like a bunch of fish bait. It would suck to spend all that time in space. I feel like they've been up there forever, man. Come back down and have like great whites circling your capsule. That would be terrible. Welcome to Earth. Man, I feel like they've been up there forever. Like our last live stream for this channel, I think, was Inspiration 4, and even that seems like forever ago. When was that? Like August, or was that September? I don't remember, but man, I wonder if I went to space, maybe you guys can answer this. Like, do you think if you went to space and stayed on the space station for like 6 months or so, that you would miss gravity? Kind of like Howard Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory. Would you miss it? I feel like it would just feel like being in jail in space after a while, you know? I know you're staying busy doing experiments and stuff and contract work, but still. I don't know. What you guys think? Poison or great white around my capsule would scare me. Very nominal. Yeah, nominal. RS. I love everything you do, buddy. 100% behind you. Stay frosty. Let's go Biden. Let's go Brandon. Let's go Biden. I was watching a Russell Brand video the other day, and he was talking about the whole "Let's go Brandon" thing, and he said the word wanker because that's what them chaps in the UK like to say as like one of their cuss words, wanker. And I was like, we need to step up our game, man. We Americans, because wanker is such a fun word. So I just commented in his on his video like, "Let's go Wanker Joe." That should be a slogan. Thanks, RS. Appreciate you. Eric, again, appreciate you. Same with you, Gucci Pie. Appreciate all you guys who donated to the channel. We'll still be giving some of that charity for sure. All you big spenders. Wonder if they're going to continue this. They said they're going to continue this live stream through Splashdown. I wonder if they're going to do it through full recovery, getting them egressing out of the capsule. I'm sure they probably will. Dude, drogues made me nervous. Yeah, I know, like, you're like, are they going to deploy? And it turns out they were deployed. They looked a lot smaller than what you're used to seeing, and they were black because of the infrared. Drogues are cool, though, and they act as, for SpaceX, they also act as the pilot chutes, and pilot chutes are used to pull the mains out. So if you got drogues to stabilize and slow down the capsule, and then they also pull out the mains, and they're kind of doing like a dual purpose thing. In honor of Shoot Day, which is today, I guess, for my cloud licking subscribers, I released my next episode in our Project Skyfall, our RC Skydiver project, and I made the Ram Air parachute in this video today. So if you want to see how complicated it is to make a Ram Air parachute yourself, which is like a skydiving parachute, not a round parachute like what they're using, you can check out that video. You can just like YouTube Cloud Liquor parachutes. You'll see it. Autofocus. Bull sharks can swim up the Mississippi, MISSISSIPPI, and have killed people in Chicago. I actually did read or hear about that like years ago, how far north bull sharks can swim up the Mississippi. I didn't know they made it all the way to Chicago but they can go. I remember when I was in Myrtle Beach once. It was probably around it was right after I got out of the Navy, and I went to Myrtle Beach on vacation with my mom and dad, and part of the beach flooded outside of our hotel, and it made like this inlet's like a channel that divided the beach in half and then opened up inland, and it was only like where it cut through the beach, it was only like maybe 15 feet wide, but it was in the middle of it as you crossed over. If you want to continue walking down the beach, it was probably at least like 10 feet deep. You couldn't touch. So my dad and I swam across it, and it wasn't like there was no rip tide or anything. It was safe. You could swim right across it. And my dad got across it, and I was going across it. And as I was going across, some woman was coming the opposite direction. And as we were passing each other, we're like treading water, swimming past each other. I turned to her, I go, man, bull sharks love these things. And her face just went white. It was mean, but I got a good laugh out of it. My dad just stood there on the shore and shook his head like he was so disappointed in me. Poor lady. Anyway, that's the story I think of now whenever somebody mentions bull sharks. How mean I am. See you, Justin. Thanks for modding. Thank you, mods, all you mods for modding. Appreciate you. Will NASA be concerned with the late filling one chute causing delays? Nah. I mean, we couldn't really tell how late it was and how slow it was to fill up, but they were saying it was in their nominal range, so I don't think so. Good. SpaceX has redundant chutes. I want to say it'd be perfectly safe for them to land with only two. I think they have two extra for redundancy, at least one extra for redundancy. I don't think it has to have three, but one is not a huge deal. Obviously, if it was like a full collapse, they'd want to figure out why that is, so it doesn't become a problem in the future. But I think it's too early to guess if NASA is going to have any issues with that. Chutes are hard, brah. They're the reason why a lot of people quit during the Apollo era. They're tough. Surprises a lot of people how tough they are. It's like they're struggling to wrangle that capsule, man. Very, very stuttery feed there. Chutes are easy if you don't mind if they fail. I guess that's true. Hopefully people do mind though if they're people rated chutes. Thank you, Donovan, for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember if how many the Soyuz uses, and they have backups or not. The first, I guess you would call it space flight death, was a Russian cosmonaut back in the 60s. And he died because his main chute and his reserve chute tangled, and it caused him to crash into the ground, going like 80 meters a second. Is that right? It might be right. Not good with numbers. Love science, hate math. It's weird. Parachutes require a lot of math, though. Like, I didn't fully appreciate how much math parachutes require when you make them, design them and stuff, until I made that Ram Air parachute myself. I was like, okay, this is a lot of trigonometry. Don't really like it. Davis Jones. Saw over my house here in South MS. Coolest thing ever. Lucky. We never get any of this cool stuff in Ohio. The lawyer wife and I have the worst luck when it comes to sky gazing or stargazing. Whenever we get advanced notice there's going to be a meteor shower or whatever, we go out and we look for it. We never get to see it. Those are we were supposed to have like aurora lights the other day because of the sunburst or whatever, and we had it was overcast. We couldn't watch it or anything. Aurora borealises. It's a hard word to say. Aurora borealises. Ah. Wonder if any of them are getting seasick. Who was it? I want to say it was Gus Grissom. Yeah, it was Gus Grissom got a little seasick during one of the Gemini missions. I can't remember what Gemini mission he was on exactly. He was on it with Young, I believe. Let me look it up really quick. That's going to bug me. It's been too long since I looked into this kind of stuff. I'm losing my edge. Young and Grissom. Gemini. Do you guys call it Gemini or Gemini? I call it Gemini. Gemini 3 or Gemini 3. They were bobbing for so long. Young said that Grissom got a little seasick because he ain't a Navy boy like Young was. Was Grissom Army? What was he? No, Air Force, that's right. Why was I thinking Army? Air Force. And then you had John Glenn was the only Marine, I believe, of the original 7. Liberty 7 was his first flight for Mercury. So I'm just checking out what these guys are doing. It would be awesome to be this guy riding on top, like riding a bull. Get his cowboy hat on. See how long you can stay on. They need to do it, though, when there's some bigger waves. Looks pretty peaceful out there. They splashed down in the Gulf. I didn't even look at that. Or is this off the Space Coast? Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Soyuz does land with one chute. Now you say that, I do remember picturing that in my mind. It is one chute for the Soyuz. One big old chute. I don't know if they have a backup, though, or not. I know they used to. I don't know if they still do. Dude, you love to jump. Explain to them the parachute landing fall. I never done a static line deployment before. I've always pulled my own ripcord. So for me, it's just you flare the toggles and you land on your feet. You don't have to put your legs together, bend the knees, and kind of roll off to the side like the good old 82nd. Well, I think I'm going to call it there, y'all. Steven, thank you. It's off Pensacola. Thank you for that. We'll just trust you that you're not lying to us. What's going on here? There a boat passing in front of the camera? Have a great night, Disabled Park Hopper. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you, members, for being members and supporting the show. Richie Schlick is Shilk. Schlick. I'm dyslexic. Shilk is back. Tree fiddly. Tree fiddly for shoots, brah. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. Y'all have a great night. Okay. Great night for y'all. And we'll be back with another live stream. When did I say? Wednesday night, I think it is, for Crew 3. Yes. 9:03 p.m. Wednesday night. And then hopefully we'll be up for Friday morning's Starlink launch. Okay. Take care. Godspeed to ya. Outro commence.